What's good, Farside family? This is DJ, and you are watching the recap, results, and reaction and review of Invincible Season 2, Episode 1. We are here back again. It started last week. We're back here again this week. I'm going to let you know spoilers right now. We're only halfway through. Well, no, I'm saying we're already halfway through the first half of the season. They're only doing 4 episodes for this half season. This is the second one. We got 2 more, and we're taking a break, and we're coming back at the beginning of the year. I know. Too spread out, but that's where we at. That's what they doing. They doing the Walking Dead style, right? If you don't know me, I'm DJ. I review these things. I let you know what I'm thinking, and we like to watch them together when we can, when YouTubing. But for now, I'm gonna give you an analysis of what happened. So before we get started, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, Farside TV, and hit that bell for notifications so you can see more great videos like this. You can get the dig on the introspective of what I'm seeing and how I'm seeing it. And we can get this thing together. So we're about to get started. So I'm gonna give you a quick recap of the first episode real quick. First of all, if you haven't seen it, yes, it aired last Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time in America. We get a little early. We had a new villain named Levy. I'm just gonna keep it at that. Basically, long story short, he's from a different dimension. He wants revenge for what Mark and Omni-Man them did in his dimension. So now he's coming back to the present dimension where Mark is. And yeah, he's a bad guy. He's the new bad guy of this show. Mark and his mom, Miss Grayson, are trying to adjust to life without Omni-Man. Adam Eve is adjusting to life without the Guardians, without her parents. It's just pretty much a continuation of season 1. Nothing huge has happened yet. We're just getting our feet wet. So let's get this thing going. All right, let's get started. So first, before we get to anything, we start the episode off with Carl Winslow. Literally, Carl Winslow. I'm pretty sure they got the actual voice actor for Carl Winslow from Family Matters to be part of this, because the animated character looks like, sounds like, is Carl Winslow. He's their principal at that school in canon. He's basically telling everybody at graduation, this is the beginning of your lives, blah, 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 high school's over, start thinking about your future, etc., right? So everybody's like, where's Mark? Mark's not here, he's gonna miss graduation. And Amber and Eve and them like, oh, he's probably out somewhere fighting somebody and beating somebody up. And that ends up being the case, because we cut to Mark Grayson fighting a 70-year-old Charlie Brown, trying to plot revenge and fight for America's industrial landscape and whatever other type of weird plot armor he has for his appearance here. Mark's like, okay, I mean, we can do without Caillou, but after that, I'm going to have to go back to my graduation. I got things to do. So he defeats him soundly. He put up kind of a fight, but Mark ended up taking him down. And just like Peter Parker did in his own story, he made it to his school stuff on time after helping saving the world, and he got to be at his own graduation. So congrats for Mark and all that good stuff. So now we go back to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, their thing is they're getting their feet wet into actually being superheroes. They got more people they added to it. They got Bulletproof, which is voiced by Jay Farrow. I didn't know, so that's cool. And that's pretty much it. Like, they have this new person on the scene, and they don't know what's going on, but they feel like there's something weird about them. And that's when we cut to the actual force that went to Mars. You know, from season 1, the group of people they sent off to Mars to see if them aliens was about to bite it or not. They came back with the guy. He's acting all weird. Of course, nobody knows notices he's acting weird except for their captain. So that's when Clifton Powell follows him into the bathroom and says, "Hey, youngin, I know what you went through is pretty traumatic, so I'm gonna give you a pass on how you acting weird, but don't be around here with that. We'll send you home. You can have a leave of absence, okay?" The guy's like, "Okay, thank you. Please don't kill me." He's like, "What? No, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm trying to send you home. I know this ain't no therapy session, so whatever you're going through, figure it out at home, right?" So they're getting all that sorted through. Adam Eve, the lady in the pink, is saving the day as usual. Nothing's really changing. We then cut to Mark looking all depressed, going home to his depressed mom, who's still having the after effects of Omni-Man, pretty much disrespecting her, calling her a pet, living a secret life, killing everybody, and then flying away. So she's still going through her own story arc as far as coping with everything. And Mark is over there trying to make her feel better, but he's going through it too. He's pretty much trying to live up to his expectation of being so great. He doesn't hate his father, but he doesn't appreciate what he did to him. He doesn't want to be like his father, but he also wants to be of him because he is half Viltrumite, just like his father. So it's always like a back and forth thing with that. It's like the common trope of a perfect example. If you watch DBZ Abridged, Vegeta has a love-hate relationship with his dad. So he can say things about him, but you can't. I think it was a scene in DBZ Abridged when Vegeta was telling the Yajirobe, "You broke my armor." And Yajirobe's like, "So?" And Vegeta's like, "My father gave me that armor." And Yajirobe's like, "Oh, sorry. I'm sure he was a fine man." And Vegeta's like, "I hated my father." And Yajirobe's like, "Okay, well, F him then." And Vegeta's like, "How dare you say that about my father?" There's no winning. That's the type of relationship Omni-Man and Mark have at this point. So then Mark is, he's trying to help his mom out, but at the same time, he being sensitive as usual over there, listening to Drake albums and trying to walk away while she's talking, saying, "You just don't understand. You don't get me. You don't know that this is a hard life to live. I'm saving the world and trying not to live in my dad's shadow. This is like so not cool," and all that, whatever. That's your hero, Invincible, soft guy. So then we cut back to the new Guardians of the Galaxy. Rexplode is complaining, talking about, "Man, I'm tired of this training. I'm almost getting killed about every day. I got a bloody face. I got the same black guy from season 1, same Tor hat and everything, hair everywhere. I'm sick of it." So then we got wannabe Wolverine like, "Well, if you don't like it, then you should go home because we ain't here for that playing. We here to fight for real. This is how things gonna be on the battlefield." Rexplode like, "Man, look, Wolverine, I'm tired of this, bro. We just got done having Black Samson acting like that. Now that he's cool, now you gonna start coming at us with that. Like, relax, bro. Just chill." Wolverine like, "I bet." But karma hits Rexplode because once he goes to shower, he hears Duplicate, the one that can duplicate herself. He hears her in the shower making some noises. So Rexplode like, "Oh, okay, bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me put on some Marvin Gaye and some R. Kelly. Let me go up in there. What you got going?" And she steps out like, "Oh, you." He like, "What? I mean, what's that about? Don't you want me to come in there?" All of a sudden, he like, "Oh, no." He looks up and sees Wolverine coming out there with a towel like, "This is none of your business. This is grown man stuff." I'm like, bro. And he had like 3 twins in there with him. But you supposed to be trying to be an example for these youngins that want to be heroes. You over there having I don't know what you call that, not a threesome, but an orgy, really. Got like 4 twins in there. That's wild. Oh, man, that's crazy. They wild. Then we fast forward to Mark going on one of his missions for Cecil because Cecil wants him to do this stuff. Cecil's like, "Yeah, I'm going to have you fight this guy." And Mark's like, "Who is this?" And Mark finds out that it's the predecessor of Darkwing. Darkwing was the black guy who was pretty much a bootleg Batman, right? He's the one of the original Guardians that got killed. He was like, "Yeah, that was my leader. I was his business partner, associate, Night Boy." And look, I don't care what you call yourself. If your name is Night Boy, you are not an associate. You are a sidekick. And that's exactly what Mark said. He said, "Ain't you? Don't that make you a sidekick?" Dude like, "No, we don't like to use that word around here. It's humiliating." Mark like, "Yeah, all right. Sidekick, Ed." You know what you is. You ain't on the front of nobody's cereal box, so you a sidekick, my guy. You barely got a toy out. You don't nobody, and nobody gonna respect you as a hero or an associate going by Night Boy. You could have went by something else, boy. You could have went by Little Dark or Nighttime or something, but your boy said Night Boy. If you don't get Night Boy, yeah, all right. Good luck. So then Mark is like, "Bro, I need you to relax because you clearly lost it. Cecil's in Mark's ear, like, have you got them yet? Mark, like, I'm working on it. Dude, like, oh, you hear them voices too? Mark, like, whoa, no, like, I got a whole earpiece. That's why I'm hearing the voice. You hearing voices in your head. Something ain't right. You coming with me. Come on, bro. Like, nah, bro, we gonna run the ones for you to try to come at me like that because there ain't gonna be no easy thing with me. I ain't like Darkwing. I throw hands. Mark, like, all right. I'll play along. All right. So Mark reaches in to throw some hands with him and do like, nope. And runs, blocks, dodges. He said, yeah, I got an exoskeleton. Something that we just improved on so we can be on even playing field with people like you. Omni-Man, son. And the thing is, the reason why this is happening is why I'll explain a little bit. Before I'll say this, he brings Mark into a shadow realm or whatever. I think bro been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I ain't never heard nobody using no shadow realm besides in the universe of Yu-Gi-Oh! But that's pretty much where he took him. He snatched Mark up, brought him to a wall, and they're just sitting there in the Shadowverse or whatever. I think that's what we call it, Shadowverse. Like, okay, that's a thing. Mark like, wow, okay. I'm gonna need you to bring me back to the real world before I start getting mad. And dude, like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna have you here forever, and you're gonna rot here, and it's just gonna be me and you. All of a sudden, because dude, like, I don't know what's supposed to happen in here, but I know that I'm gonna bring you with me. And all of a sudden, you hear a big loud noise. It's a monster in the background. Like, they didn't even show it on screen. You just heard them going, bro. Like, oh, Mark said. Mark grabbed dude's wrist, like, no, bro, you ain't going nowhere. We chilling. You want to chill, right? Well, guess who you eating first? The sidekick ass. They gonna eat the sidekick first. You first, bro. Like, Mark grabs the other wrist, like, no, buddy, we about to chill, bro. Relax. Have a good time. Keep your feet up. Have a cold one on me. We're gonna sit here in the Shadowverse while this monster come and eat us both. And I'm invincible, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna survive. You just a night boy with a night light who goes nighttime and with little gadgets and stuff. So we'll see what happens, bro. Like, you wouldn't. Dude, like, I mean, you say I'm the man's son. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna do. You have no idea. I'm pretty much him. So we can chill if you want. Let's do this. What you want to do, bro? Like, fine. Brought him back to the real world. Mark like, that's more like it. Bam, chop dude right in his jugular. Dude out cold. Not lights out. Nighttime. Out of there. So that's done. And then we go ahead and go to Adam Eve, which is the female. And look, the reason why I'm saying this is because this story, with this show, if you're not familiar with it, it kind of goes a lot of places in a very short and varied amount of time. It can go from, as you see, the world with Mark Grayson at home to Adam Eve fighting random people. Like, it just goes so many places within a couple minutes to where you really don't have enough time to saturate what's going on. Just let it marinate. It kind of just is in and out. So that's why I'm talking at this speed, and that's why I'm hitting you with random stuff, because that's how it goes. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we go to Adam Eve. She goes home to try to reconvene with her parents. Like, look, I know I flew up on y'all, but still love, I just had to go find something for me, and I'm here for you. Her dad ain't trying to hear, like, yeah, I don't want your superpowers around here. We don't like it. I don't like it. Gone. I don't like you or your fancy pantsy tricks. Adam Eve like, dang, I'm just trying to help y'all out. Y'all wasn't struggling. And why you got a Bob Burger shirt on? What's up, man? Why you working at the fast food place? I thought you was at the furniture place for 20 years. Her dad like, well, I was, but your people, which is wild for him to say it to his daughter, but he said, you people tore that place up. So now I got to work here flipping burgers and serving fries for overpriced prices, and I got to put a shake with it just to make myself feel better. She's like, oh, man, that's wild. So look, I can pretty much do anything I want. That's my power. I can manipulate anything. I can turn this apple into gold, and she does, and turns into 24K gold, and like, hey, sell it. And if your daughter can do that, if she has the power to manipulate matter to where she can literally make you rich on the spot, bro, put your pride to the side and put the burgers to the side, bro. You better cash in. What you mean? I don't care if that's wild. Like, my daughter can turn apples into gold. Like, yes, come home. Stay with us forever. Don't ever leave. Like, what's wrong with you? But he got that much pride, and the mama just sitting there just, oh no, oh no, oh no. Like, no backbone, no voice of reason, nothing. I'm like, all right. So that didn't work. Adam Eve like, I bet. Well, do what you want, but I'm out of here. And she leaves, right? So now Cecil wants Mark, which is pretty much watching GTA 5 at this point. Mark is going on every mission there is. Mark and his mama is not liking it. He like, dang, you really got my boy out here doing GTA missions. Cecil like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's part of the job. I'm not just trying to do stuff just to do it. I'm trying to get us to live in a better world. And your son, he got the power. So let me do my job and go home and start crying again like he usually do. So then Mark, he sends Mark to go peacefully reconvene with the fish people. Now the fish people want this to happen because of certain events, and Mark's like, why you want me to fight everybody? Cecil's like, you really ain't gotta fight them. All you doing is marrying a queen. It's a customary tradition. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta fight nobody. Mark like, bro, I got a whole woman at the house. I ain't trying to marry no fish. What kind of world is this? I mean, this ain't Dragon Ball Z by a long shot. So why you got all this weird stuff happening? So I gotta do certain things with her. You know what I'm saying? Sardines in a can, you know what I'm saying? Sushi, tilapia. Like, what I gotta do? Cecil, like, just go through the motion, bro. You ain't really gotta do nothing for real. And the reason why he has to do the stuff with the fish people and Darkwing's predecessors coming after him and all this, et cetera, is because they all blame Mark for what Omni-Man did to their people. Since Omni-Man killed the Guardians of the Globe, all their people are coming for. Since Omni-Man killed the Guardians of the Globe, everybody's coming from Mark. Like, well, you the next best thing, send to the Father. He did it to us. Now you got to pay up. So what we going to do? So that's that. Mark like, all right, whatever, bro. So Mark goes down there and he goes to go marry the queen. They like, yeah, that was our tradition years ago, but I guess nobody updated the website. So it's really fight to the death. What you mean? You ain't about to marry nobody. We about to kill you, boy. They released the monster from the back. Mark like, wow, I thought it was supposed to be peaceful. Y'all got a whole fish monster in the back. That's wild. And they bring him out, and bruh is juiced, bruh. He is huge. He is a behemoth. And Mark like, wow, this is not what I had planned on a Saturday. And he straight up fought the beast, and the beast was winning. Mark was not. Mark was getting knocked out. Mark was getting played with, getting done dirty, going at least 2 rounds. And Mark like, look, bruh, I need help. Cecil, send back up because this is not working. Soft. So Cecil like, all right, with your sweet ass, all right, I send you some, bro. I'll send you some help since you want to start crying. Don't start crying. I'm gonna send you some help. All right, so you can quit crying and stuff. We ain't got time. They send out some help. Mark like, yeah, finally, retreat, help, bro. Mark, come on, bro. But at least he's being honest. That was a pretty big monster. They help him out a little bit. The fish is like still doing stuff, but Mark like escapes. That was his way out. Mark like, bet, I'm finally get out of here. But then the beast gets loose, not knowing Mark's gone, but starts attacking the fish people like off key. And I'm like, if y'all had this thing attached to these chains all this time, and the first thing he do is attack y'all, either y'all been mistreating this man for all these years, or y'all got y'all a mindless monster. And who has a mindless monster? That makes no sense, bro. Of course he gonna start eating whatever shit. I mean, y'all fish, bro. My bad. Oh man, y'all fish. Y'all are fish. That's all he see. He see fish sticks, calamari, tilapia, whiting. He sees everything. Sushi. Fish sticks again, clams. He see it. He like, I got the whole Long John Silver down here, bro. I'm about to go in. It's a whole seafood buffet. Why not? So of course they start killing them. Mark like, bruh, Cecil, I can't go yet. He killing them. Cecil's like, I mean, they was just laughing at you though, trying to send the beast off to you. That's their fault. Dang, I wouldn't even worry about it. Mark like, bro, you pretty petty for that, bro. They getting killed out there, bro. Like, come on. Cecil's like, bro, no, like, just leave. You sorry, just leave. You already lost. I mean, escape with your life. That's on them. Mark like, no, I can't do that. Cecil like, you are not like your father by letting them do that. He like, yeah, you're right. I'm not. So he goes back, saves them, Didn't win. I mean, he won, but he ain't like killed the monster. The monster was still throwing hands, but Mark threw the rock that was holding the monster down deep into the crack of the ocean, and the monster goes down to the crack, and he's done. And that's pretty much how that went. Meanwhile, Mark mom at home having a nervous breakdown because the cabinet wouldn't close all the way. Talk about stressed out, man. You talk about being stressed out. That cabinet door, she closed it. As soon as she walked away, it said, and opened back. She got tired of it. She already mentioned it earlier in the episode. I guess this was her breaking point. She slammed the cabinet. It kept coming back up. She kept slamming it. She broke a glass. She started breaking stuff, ripping the cabinet off. She started crying about it. Like, bruh, mom, it's like you need some THC or a muscle, like a massage. Like, what's you a little tense, ain't it? You breaking your own kitchen just because your cabinet wouldn't shut. Like, relax. It's gonna be okay. It's all good. So Mark comes home, sees his mom a mess, and she looking at him like snotting and tears coming down. Like, I hate you to see me like this, son. Mark like, wow, moms, you is looking pretty down bad. I ain't gonna cap. Whoa, you just broke all that, like all those glasses. You just got them from Walmart and you just broke them. That's wild, but it's cool because we in this thing together. And he consoles her by giving her a hug, and she hugs him back, and everything is cool. And that's what a son supposed to do for his mother when he sees her in distress. Console her, make her know that everything is okay, right? So then we cut again. So many cuts in this show. We cut back to the Guardians, and they questioning their new hero, a shapeshifter named Leon or whatever his name is. They like, I don't know, bro, seem a little too corny. I mean, I know superheroes are corny, but this bro's a little weird. Dude, like, no, see, I'm normal. Guess what happened? I woke up one day as a human baby because that's where I'm from. I'm from Earth, and I got these powers, and I can just shapeshift into anybody. Bam. Am I in now? And they just stand looking like, that's a little suspicious, but we ain't got no proof. So, man, you in there, bro. We need more backup because we tired of getting trashed out there. And then that was it, bro. They let him in, and it's over. Now, remind you, this is the same alien that attached itself to a human in season 1 that never got explained. And I called it in one of my videos. I said they're probably gonna bring that up in season 2, like a cliffhanger from season 1. And that's what they're doing. This is the guy that when the astronauts were leaving Mars, the alien clamped onto and decided to take his body over. And the Martians warned them, if one of them get one of y'all humans, it's done. It's over. Ball game. Don't even worry about it because they're gonna take over the world. And that's exactly what dude about to do. Shapeshifter or not, lame or not, that's exactly where he coming from, bro. And that's what happened. So they got themselves a mole in the group. They don't know it, but they're gonna find out. So then we finally meet the end of the show where we see Levy, the new villain that we ain't seen all episode. He finally made an appearance, but it's not the Levy you think, and the person in front of him is not the Mark you think. Now, before I say any of this, the post credits already hit at this point, so you know when post credits hit, or that's when credits hit. I let you know it's the end of the episode as a whole in canon, but then the post-credit or the scenes after that are what leads you to the next episode or some type of scene that wasn't shown during the first episode for intended purposes. So we see Levy, same guy from episode 1 that got fried, but it worked, and he has all this brain and evil, torturing Mark Grayson. Now, you bet you wondering, how did he get in this situation? They ain't even explained or got to that point. Well, from the talks of it, this is another dimension, because when they cut to people breaking in the house or lab or whatever, it shows a female looking Cecil and a Bobby Hill looking assistant that got hair and stuff. That's when it was confirmed that it was an alternate universe. And as you know, in the alternate universe, Mark Grayson is evil, him and Omni-Man, but somehow they captured Omni-Man. So whatever universe dimension it says, as you've seen, Levy has jumped into another alternate dimension where Mark Grayson is still evil with his dad Omni-Man, and he left him there for dead. He said, now y'all go ahead and take dude out for doing what he did to y'all. And he left. And Mark like, you said you wouldn't, you said you want to help me out. Don't leave me here. Hey. And then the episode ends. And that's how it was, bro. So, I mean, again, everywhere. And just how episode 2 from first season was, it was everywhere. So I think we're connecting the dots to get to where we need to be. It's kind of a long road, but we're going to get there. It's short road, but it's long. Because, like, I'd rather, like, do a live reaction to these with y'all. Because this is cool. But, like, it's so many cuts. And I'm trying to condense into one shortened video for y'all. But there's so many cuts, y'all. Between so many different storylines. And it'd be cool for y'all to, like, see it as a whole. But, I mean, the best we can do is for me to narrate with animated faces and all that. And have the pictures right beside me to give y'all clarity on what I seen. And that's pretty much it. So, that's how the episode ends. I didn't think we was going to see the villain at all since we haven't seen them all episode. But they made sure they showed them at the very end. So, that's important. I think that was the point I was going to make at the end of the video. But they ended up showing them. I was going to say, they didn't even show the main villain at all. So that was weird. But they ended up showing them at the end. So we back good now. So yeah, y'all, this is Cypher. This is DJ. This was season 2, episode 2 of Invincible. So we're back at it. I'll see y'all next week. Leave something in the comments. Let me know something I missed, something that was important to you, something you want to see or talk about. And we out this thing. So like and subscribe to the channel, Farside TV, and hit that bell for notifications. And let's get things back going. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.